Hello, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Akbar. Today, I will explain about how to design an online learning. In designing online learning, I will also show you the result of the design that I have done. In the process of designing online learning, I follow the step of ADDIE. ADDIE is this online is a design, is instructional designs that implement 5 steps. The first step is the analysis, design, development, implementation, and evaluation. Okay, let me first discuss about how I design my online learning using ADDIE in the first stage, that is analysis. To explain this, I will show you the design of how I design according to the analysis stage. In analysis stage, there are 4 important things to do. The first is determining the instructional goals, and secondly is the instructional analysis and learner analysis after that, and learning objectives. The design that I do follows those 4 first steps. The first, I determine the goal of the instructional, that is to teach readings and writing research abstract, and this is what is very rare done in the in the state college where I work. This is what is neglected. So I set up the goal specifically to teach students about reading and writing a research abstract. After the goal is clear, this will be the source to analyze the instructions. It will include the steps of learning, the steps of teaching. So here the steps are scaffolding the student's ability, started from understanding the definition, and after that evaluating the skill of the knowledge of evaluating, and last is producing. Here we can see how this design scaffolds the students' ability to learn in online learning. So the next question is about how the online learning I design will looks like. So in this case I adapt the the model of online learning from Gilles Salomon, that there are 4 stages in learning that can facilitate students to learn. The first is access to the information, and then online socialization, and information exchange, and knowledge constructions and development. Here we can find these steps in the design in analysis stage. Started from the first week, there will be a socialization, and getting to know about the online learning that students use, online learning tools that students can use, and also there are many there are group works and individual works. The group works will help students to socialize, to share information, and also there's there will be a discussions among students to either in pairs, either in groups or in pairs. And the next things to do is to analyze the learner. So I question about how I can analyze my students and what information I need to know about them. Here I did several activities that students need to participate in order that I can gain information I need to design to help to know about the students, to help me design the online learning. So here, the first thing I use to gain information about students is the preliminary survey. The preliminary survey will give information about the average age of students, and it also will give information about which school they come from, since it is important to determine level of education quality of students. This is not to stereotyping students, but at least it will be helpful information to group them, because in my region, private senior high school has seems to have lower quality of education than those in then state senior high school. And the third question is also it is important to know about their level of English, and whether they have attended academic writing trainings, and where do they come from, suburb and or in the city, and even their parents have a level of education. This information, and the last is what are the expectations. This information will give me will become the basis of my the basis of grouping the students, so the students can share information. So it is not wise, it is not efficient to teach students to group students with the same level. Rather, I will group students with a different level. The students with good level will be in one group. So this preliminary survey will help me to analyze the learner. Okay, and the last thing that need to be analyzed is the learning objective. The learning objective here can be seen in learning weekly activities. Here we see that it is expected that students can understand the definition. They know how to they test their understanding by paraphrasing. It is in individual and group work, and also they need to after the students finish the course, they should be able to evaluate the grammatical work, the grammatical use of abstract sample. And last is, by the end of the courses, the students should be able to produce an abstract. They need to learn how to write an abstract. They need to produce an abstract to show that to show their writing skill. It shouldn't be a real abstract research, a real research abstract, as they are still students in the 4th semester, but it's rather an abstract, a research abstract model. Okay, now the second step of EDDI is design stage. In the design stage, the first thing to do is to design the assessment. The assessments that are used to assess the students' improvement then are as follows. The first is the students' individual participations will also be a part of the assessment, and also there is a peer review in these activities in group and individual activities, such as in paraphrasing. There is individual and group work. There will be individual. There will be group and peer assessment. And here also in 6 weeks, and in group there is also group work in the 4th week. Yeah. The other assessment that is used are from assignments given to students. There are 2 assignments in this course. The first assignment is analyzing constructional grammar of the chosen abstract. In the second week of the online course, the students are requested to search for their own abstract, and then it will become the sources that they use, and they have to analyze the constructional grammar of their abstract by determining what tenses it is, determining what is the class of words it is. So this assignment will give me information about how good the students can analyze and understand the grammar usage of the abstract. This also will give me the description about how the student's level of English and how the student has understood the lessons they participate from the 1st until the 5th week. Another assessment is in the 6th week. It is the productions of abstract models. But before they do these assignments, there will be the teaching and learning process that discuss about the production of abstract models. So these final assignment will give the script, will become assessment of students' outcomes. Another thing to do in design stage is to choose a course format. So I have several options that I can choose as the course format for my design learning, online learning. There is Moodles. It is Blackboard learning. This is what is mostly university used. There is University of Queensland. There is also University of Adelaide. Adelaide, and usually we call University of Adelaide. Blackboard and Edmodo. So my consideration is that I want to choose the course that I can apply when I come back to my region. So instead of choosing Blackboard or Moodles, because I consult about Blackboard Learns to my friend, and then say that it would be a lot of money spent for the university to provide this. Instead of choosing Moodles and Blackboard, I designing my online learning using Edmodo, since it's it's simple and it's also less costly. And the course format of my Edmodo of online learning that I designed using Edmodo will be following the design of online learning proposed by Gilly Solomon. We'll design with the Gilly Solomon model of online learning. In learning, there will be access of information and online socialization, information exchange, knowledge constructions, and development. Access and motivations can be found in the first week. It's introductions that telling about the goals and objective, and there will be video that will explain to students. There will be video explain to students how to navigate in Edmodo. It is to motivate students, and they will be getting to know one another. This is socialization. This is an online socialization. There will also polls. Students participate to choose the group of their the name of their group, and they also need to find abstract research. These actually their activities are offered to students in order that they can get accustomed with the use of the technology in the class. So you can see that kind of navigation explanation, and you will see there is a online socialization. Okay, and another thing we see according to this model of online learning from Gilly Solomon is the information exchange. We can see here there are a lot of work and group, and in the design online learning I post in Edmodo, there will be individual work and group work where students share information, exchange information. They can attach link, or they can assess one another, they can comment one another. That's what they exchange. And after that we see knowledge constructions and development. Knowledge constructions with some of the activity such as paraphrasing, evaluating, and then learning how to write using video, and also the stage of development using survey and etc. Okay, and now the third stage of EDI is development. In the development, the first thing to do is to create sample instruction. So the sample of instructions here, it is the what is that? Finding correct abstract. The sample of abstract that students will learn, and this is to find good abstract. There will be discussion, there will be consultation with the other lecturers, who so we can discuss about which abstract is good to teach reading and writing for students. And another thing to do in development stage is to develop the course material. So here the material has been developed and using Edmodo. We create an account, and I create account as a teacher, so I can come in. I can access this and create my instructions. Okay. The other thing I do is to conduct a round through. It's a real-time rehearsal. To do so, I create some accounts. This is the accounts I create for myself. This is for teachers. There are some facility we get from this from Edmodo, note, alert, assignment, and quiz and poll. To do the rehearsal, I made some accounts of Edmodo. I create accounts for me as teachers, so I can post, give note, alert, and all classroom activities, all teaching resources. I can attach a video from YouTube. I can give survey and all the teaching activities I offer to students. I attach here using my account. If you look at the group, creating research abstract, you will find that this is how it looked like, the group looked like. And I divide the group into several names according to the result of the polls that show what name students prefer to be given. So to do rehearsals, I make an account. I made 3 accounts. There is account, this is my account, and I have 2 students. 2 of the students are the accounts that I create by myself. So by doing this, I can see how the students can see their classroom, their online classrooms. By using my account, I will see how the teachers can find their account, what facility they can use for teaching. And by using the account of the students, I can see how the classroom look like. I can see what tools I can use as a student. I can see my friends. I can see all the classroom's facility. So this is what I do for the rehearsal. So once I design and once I attach or make notes or do instructional activities, I also open the account, the student's account that I create, so I can see from different perspective. I can see from different account, from teacher account and student's account. In the fourth stage of EDI is implementation. It is to train the instructor. I am the instructor, so I train myself to navigate in Edmodo. So what I'm doing here is to learn about how to put note, how to make note, how to produce quiz, how to make assignment from resources in the internet, either from article, from book, or from the video downloaded in YouTube. And the other things to do in implementation stage is to prepare the learners. In the second month of this class, the students. Second month of this class, the students are given meaningful information about how to navigate an online learning. This is the sources we take from YouTube that can help students to use the facilities and tools in Edmodo. So this is the video that can prepare students to learn. We need to prepare their knowledge, and that I think the basic things that can help them to learn. and enjoy this class. Another things to do it is by providing them with activities like survey, quiz, and introducing themselves, using the polls to choose the name of the groups. All of these activities are actually not only in order that students can practice online socialization, but also for students to get familiarized with the tools and with the online learning environments using their Edmodo accounts. Okay, and the last stage of EDI is evaluation. Here there are formative evaluation and summative evaluation. The formative evaluation to understand the students and also the course progress is through looking at the students' contribution in the chatting room and fasting room, whether they compute or not, to see whether they enjoy the class, whether they bump into problem for every stage or of weeks that students are tough. And another assessment is another evaluation is by using a survey. The completion survey will help this course to will provide useful information that can be used to design the next online course. This will be the information about this will be obtained from students after the completions of this online activities. But it is not only from this completion survey that the assessment will come through all of the process, started from whether these online socializations are appropriately designed for them, whether the participations of the groups are conducive, participation of the group positive, whether students are not confused with that kind of teaching, and also if find out whether the learning experience or learning materials given to students are appropriate. These will be the sources of information to evaluate the design learning. So if you look at the result of the design, you see that these will be activities that students will experience the learning they experience. The first, there will be a recorded video about that welcome students in the first week. This video I record and I upload in YouTube, and I link it to my class. And the same week there will be, this is what we call as the online socialization in Gilly Salomon model of online learning. There is online socialization here, telling about the goal of the courses, objectives, and how they participate, how they can how they can get accustomed with the use of online learning. And there is, in the same week, there will be preliminary survey and introduction of themselves, but it is still in the stage of socialization. And there is the use of the polls. This is actually not only to find the group name, but also in order they can be familiar with the use of the tools in Edmodo. So by participating in these activities, they are not only choosing the name for their group, but indirectly they also use they utilize the technology they can use in Edmodo. And in the third week there will be the content of the materials, the understanding abstract with the help by paraphrasing activities. So this is to improve the students' understanding of abstract. There will be a help of the YouTube video about paraphrasing. And if you look at the activities, there will be individual activities and group contribution regarding whether students agree or disagree with the definition, paraphrasing and definition given by the other group. These are actually adopting the mock Carpe Diem mock, designed by Gilles Solomon, but the difference is we have a video after we tell about the after the explanations of individual and group discussion. And in the fourth week there will be video that can teach students how they understand the elements and the content of the abstract and how to teach it. There will be given abstract sample that they can analyze, and from after they learn this abstract sample, they will also continue the activities to the abstract that they choose themselves from any resources they can find. Another activity is in the fifth week. It is grammar analysis. They will analyze the grammars of the abstract sample, and that is also what they have to do. What they will have to do with the journal or abstract that they take from research abstract they take from journal. In the sixth week there will be learning how to write an abstract. This will be the last activities in in my design online learning. Indeed, I find that this design online learning using Edmodo is really applicative and suitable for my desired class, because it is easy to navigate and it is simple. Most of the students who will participate in this class will be mostly come from rural area who might not really understand about technology. They know about Facebook, they know about email, and that's what make it easier for them to understand how to navigate using this. I think that's all my explanations about my designed online class. Thank you.